Assalamu alaikum. My name is Sajid, and you're watching my new video about Java programming language. And in this video, we will study Java wrapper classes. So by now, I have done around like a lot of videos on Java topic, and I hope you have been following all those and you're learning new things, new concepts. So today we're gonna talk about wrapper classes. This wrapper classes we used in one previous video when we talk about array list, I remember. So here we will look at them in a little more detail. Excuse me. Okay, so let's go to our screen and start today's session. Okay, so here we have Java wrapper classes, and they provide a way to use primitive data types as objects. So as you know, if you have studied in my initial videos about Java programming, there I explained about like what are primitive data types, and these are like integer, short, long, float, double, boolean, character. These are primitive data types. Okay, but when we have to actually use array list or collections, they store values as objects. They don't store primitive data types directly. Like I have a number which is integer and I want to store it as integer in array list. It cannot be done. I need to first convert this integer into an object, and then that object will be stored in the array list. So we have corresponding wrapper classes to each primitive data type. For example, we have byte here. So we have byte class. It starts with capital B, short, int, integer, long, float, double, boolean, and char. We have character class. So these are the wrapper classes. Keep remember them, and the concept is quite easy. What it is mean is to like you use objects of primitive data type. So these classes are called wrapper classes. Actually, they are wrapping up the primitive value to and representing them as an object. So okay, so let's look at an example here. You can see here I'm trying to define one array list, and I'm telling it int, which is a wrong way because int is a primitive type and it is not recognized by array list. So to have an array list of integers, I need to refer to this integer wrapper class as a wrapper class, and then this will be a valid statement to define or initialize or initialize one or create one array list. Okay, let's move forward in our video, in our topic today. Okay, creating wrapper objects. So we can create wrapper objects by with these numbers. For example, if I want to create my int wrapper object, then I will define it like this: integer my int is equal to 5, my double is equal to 5.99, character my char is equal to a. So this is the way excuse me, to define wrapper objects. Okay, right. So and then if I simply directly print out these objects, I get these numbers out there. So this is how we create wrapper objects of integer, double, and character. And okay, so right now let's look at some of the methods. Actually, following methods are used to get the value associated with the corresponding wrapper objects. For example, in this and here, before in my last example, I just directly printed out the object but now I'm using int value, double value, or char value methods to get the value from that wrapper class and then print it out. So as my int is an object of integer wrapper class, so I will say my int value, it will return 5, and that 5 is printed out. Similarly, this will return double value, and this will return character value. So okay, so it means these wrapper classes provide us a lot of methods to have some operations on them. Okay, so further one thing, another useful method is toString method, which is used to convert wrapper objects to strings. So in the following example, we convert an integer to a string and use the length method of the string class to output the length of the string, right? So look at this example. We define one wrapper object myInt with the value of 100, and maybe let's make it 1000. Okay, and then I converted that integer wrapper myInt wrapper object to a string value, and with the help of toString method, and my string now contains this 1000 number as a string, not as an integer, right? So at the end, I'm using my length method of my string object to print out how many you can say letters are there in this string, or characters are there. Okay, and let's run this one and see. Now it's executing, and okay, answer is 4. We have 4 answer. It means and if we count 1 2 3 4, so it means this is working correctly. Okay, gents and ladies and girls and boys and my students, I'll wrap up my today's lecture here. We have studied wrapper classes and why they are necessary to convert primitive data types to objects and use them in array list or linked list or wherever the values are stored as objects. And we have these wrapper classes, and we can make wrapper objects and use them as per our requirement, right? So as I always say, if video has been informative for you, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and if you think you have learned something, then please subscribe to my channel so that you can get upcoming videos as well, and you could learn more concepts about Java programming language. So I'll be back with another exciting Java video very soon. Till that time, let me go. I was your friend Sajid, and take care. Bye.